Hello, everyone. My name's Benji. I am one of the hosts of the Long Way Round podcast with the young gentleman that sat there.
Hi, everybody. I know you've all been waiting a long time for this. My name is Johnny. In case you don't know me, my name is Johnny. I'm 28 years old. I am from Scotland. I'm from Edinburgh, it's the capital city of Scotland in the UK. And I'm really excited to do this podcast with my lovely friend Benji. And we're gonna just have a little bit of an introduction. We'll talk about ourselves and our background, and just so you get to know us a little bit better.
Hello, everyone. I'm Benji, as I said. I am 39 years old. I am from sunny Pembrokeshire in West Wales. And yes, so here we go.
Benji, let's talk about you then first. Let's hear a little bit about you. Like, where did you grow up? Like your history. Just tell the podcast just a bit about yourself. Hey.
Obviously, I've said that 3 times now. I grew up in Carmarthenshire in a semi-narrow-minded place. We'll just put it like that. I am a level 1 qualified hairdresser. I didn't go on and carry on. I've also been a sports leader for a local gymnastics club. Volunteered with St. John's Ambulance, and that's it. I can't think. Oh, and I worked for a big company in the UK. I'm on the long-term stick.
Well, for those of you that again don't know me, so growing up, I was in just like a regular, state school, and growing up, I had quite a good childhood. I mean, I was born, I have an older sister. I have a lovely mom who's like my best friend. Dad sadly passed away when I was 50, which we'll talk about that another episode, I'm sure. But that was pretty traumatic to say the least. Yeah, just like growing up, I was in a school. I don't want to say too much, but I didn't have the best time at school. I was picked on for my sexuality because I'm a gay man. I've got a lovely boyfriend, a lovely partner. I'm neurodivergent as well, just so you guys are understanding where I'm coming from. So I have autism. I've been diagnosed with that since the age of 2. And just even when I was at school, I was always taking, out of certain classes to get extra support time and things because I just needed that time to maybe relax, calm down. I'm really nervous. This is the first podcast, so if I'm saying too much, I apologize. But
Don't worry, I overshare.
I want this to be very open, very transparent. I want everyone to know the real me that you maybe see I'm on TikTok, I'm on other social media platforms, as well as my friend Benji here. Again, that's another thing that we need for you guys to subscribe to this channel when you do get to see this. Make sure to like all these videos that we do and just interact with us because that's what we want. We need engagement and we want as many of you involved as we can. But anyway, back to a bit about me. Sorry, this is becoming a bit of the Johnny show, and I didn't want this to happen,
It's all
but
right,
here we
because
go.
I'm nervous as hell.
This is just a way of coping. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. So high school again, it was crazy. You go into a whole new school, a lot of changes happen. You grow up, you develop new interests. Like I was really into my music. I love music. I'm very passionate about advocating for people that are neurodivergent, that are, in the LGBTQ plus community. I love is love. I always stand with that. And I love people who are, just people need to accept people for who they are, regardless of gender and all that stuff. So that's just a little bit more about me, but I'm sure in the next few weeks, the next few podcasts we do and we talk about, we're going to cover a lot of this. And I'm excited just to get this rolling. And I know you've all been waiting ages for this to happen. So here we are, guys. This is exciting. Benji, how you feeling? What
I'm
have you been
nervous
up to
as hell.
recently? Have you been up to much in your
I
personal life? What have you been doing?
I've been crocheting, researching podcasts, making dreadlocks, playing with Lego, and I'm also neurodivergent. I got diagnosed in August of last year. I am unmedicated at the moment, but hopefully I'm on the waiting list, and that's another story. I'll get into that another time. But
Me
um,
too, Benji, me too.
I'm on a waiting list to get medication. Oh, I'm ADHD, by the way. You will eventually, when I'm comfortable enough to be more and not so nervous, you will see the ADHD side come out. I'm just masking at the moment.
They already have with me, so it's all good. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna see this, they're gonna see everything we talk about. It's just very exciting stuff to that we're gonna be covering and
it
just
is. Yeah.
getting to know us better. And we're gonna
Mhm.
have guests on as well. We're gonna have people coming in. We're gonna have lots of different variations of people from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, all different cultures, all different people across the world as well. There's gonna be some people from the UK, people from like America, internationals
Canada.
all around the Europe and all that. So
Canada. Oh, no, I forgot we were recording, and then I was going to say,
we are recording.
if you're wondering why you can hear something, it's because I'm nervous, so I'm playing with my fidget toy to keep me focused and all that. Yeah, my secondary school life wasn't that great. I'm Welsh, obviously. Welsh is my first language, believe it or not, even though I sound really English. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all. But I did all my education in Welsh. But I can't read or write it anymore because of other learning disabilities that to go along with my ADHD. Um, so I was bullied for being gay in school because they were very narrow-minded. And yeah, I'm not going to go too far into that at the moment because that's a story for another time.
hmm
But yeah, that was my school life. And yep,
Yeah, like just to like elaborate a little bit on what I've covered. So I left school. I then have worked in a few jobs here and there. I've worked in all different sectors, whether it's like retail, which I'm currently in now, whether it's in like administration, business jobs. I've been in reception work. I've done, bakery jobs. I've worked in like support working roles. I've studied a lot as well, been to college and uni as well. But I
have you
feel
got a
like
room? I didn't know you
yeah,
studied
I went
uni.
I went to uni in Edinburgh, for half a year, passed first semester, and
Yeah,
then
and
and
then
then I dropped out because I got diagnosed with dyslexia at
yeah,
uni, and I was 21, and at that point, I was just like, "Do you know what? I don't feel this is for me." It was primary
mm,
teaching I was studying at uni, and I loved it, and, like, they were very determined and very keen to have me on the course. Like,
yeah,
it was the first year they'd done this course as well,
yeah.
so we were kind of guinea pigs to do this, and,
And
unfortunately, just for me, it just didn't work out, but at the end of the day, like, you live and learn,
we do.
you have to go through things in life in order to get through like difficult times. And
Yes,
I feel like that's also something we're going to be passionate and talking about a lot is
yes,
mental health related things that we struggle with,
yes,
things that we
definitely.
do and we have in our daily lives, people that like you can relate to us, and we're going to cover things like that. So it's yeah, I don't wanna say too much too soon because I don't
No,
want this is the first episode, we're both nervous, we both want to just introduce ourselves as best as we can. We're not gonna be perfect, we're maybe gonna say things or maybe you may think a certain type of way, but perception is key, and don't get me wrong, like,
yeah,
we're just here for fun, we're just here to start a new
exactly.
podcast together. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. It's gonna be just a great experience, something that we've never done before. So we're new to this. We don't know what this is gonna like. We don't know how this is gonna work, how this is gonna develop, but we do have plans, we do have stuff to talk about. So I would just appreciate if everyone like just follows this, supports us, and just gives us a chance to, show so we can
Hit them
show
up.
who we are as people,
Yep,
you know?
exactly.
Because
'Cause
Benji's an amazing friend. I've known Benji for a long time. Like we met during
Lock
lockdown.
you.
He followed me on TikTok. He saw me on there. I knew of Benji and on TikTok as well. And then we became friends doing online reality games. We were called
Yep.
Orgs. And that's how our friendship sort of blossomed. I
Yep.
then became a host on a BBUK format, which is Big Brother UK, in case you don't know what BBUK is.
I
Because we're
played
big fans of
3
reality TV.
seasons.
Again, reality TV is something we're both very passionate about. We both love very much.
Yep.
And we're excited to cover a lot of that stuff as well. So
Yep. We Johnny's hosted how many seasons?
I did 5 seasons of
5
Ultimate
seasons.
BBUK.
Now of 5 seasons, I've been in 3.
Or
4? Oh yeah,
you
I
were
was
in
production.
season 1, you were in season 2, you weren't in season 3, you then came back for season 4, and then I made you production in season 5.
Oh yeah.
But again, that's something we'll cover another podcast
Yep.
episode that'll be covered.
Yep. Johnny
But
was, because lockdown for me was, it was all about TikTok. I was weirdly sleeping, like I was awake all night live streaming and sleeping all day, and not TikTok. Lockdown was a weird time. Let's
mhm,
just say that.
we all experienced lockdown. It was
Yep,
eventful to say the least.
it was. It really was.
How
No,
did you
well,
how did you cope on So Benji, how did you cope during lockdown? I know that's a question that people will want to know. Like, how did we meet? Obviously, I'll explain a little bit from my point of view how we
yeah,
met and things, but I'm sure they'll want to
I
hear your
I
side as well.
followed. We had this we have, I should say, not have had. We have this mutual friend who is sadly no longer with her, but uh, we were both going live with Maureen, and then I followed Johnny, and then I followed Johnny. Johnny didn't follow me back because people don't, because that's what happens.
I don't follow a lot of people back, to be fair. If you look at my TikTok followers and then you look at my following, yeah,
Yeah,
I need to start following a lot more people. I do. That's true.
you can only
I follow
sleep
you now, though. I do
asleep.
follow you now, and I have
Yeah,
for a while.
I don't know why I was thinking of sleep then. Um, but you don't though, do you? Because if your account booms on TikTok, you can't follow everyone back because they only cap you to 10,000 followers. So
Yeah,
it's like you can't follow, if you've got 31,000, you can't follow 31,000 people back,
exactly.
and
That's
stuff
it.
like that.
I suppose that's also why I don't follow too many people back either, because I feel as if I follow a lot of people back, I'll then have that pressure on, all
Yeah,
my followers. I've got nearly 30,000 followers. I don't want
yeah,
30,000 people messaging me weeks on end, months on end, years on end,
no,
going, you follow this person, but you don't follow me,
yeah,
and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's nothing personal. It's
yeah,
more like if we gel, if I get your vibe, if we've had
yeah,
a decent chat, if I see you in my lives a lot, if I see you constantly like supporting my videos, my content and everything else, I'll of course
exactly.
follow you back. Or if you subscribe to me, or you whatever you do for me, like in a positive way, and if I see you and you're consistent with me, then I
Yeah,
always try and even people who like that are new to me as well, I always like giving everyone a chance. So
yeah, same here.
that's how I want this podcast to be. I want everyone to give us a chance. I want everyone to look at this and be like, they guys are intrigued. Like, we want to know more about these guys. Like,
Hmm. Yeah,
'cause I'm Scottish, he's Welsh,
and they're
and
both Leos.
what a dynamite duo we are. Like, we have been through a lot together. We lost amazing people. Like, we've lost a couple of amazing women
Yeah,
that we've met through TikTok and orgs,
Claymore.
online reality games, and they were some rough times, trust me,
Yeah,
and that's another topic for another day. Benji's an amazing friend. He's been a good friend to me ever since we met, and like I've always wanted to do something with Benji, just me and him, and I think this is something that he brought to me, and I thought this is perfect because I have advocated this year. I'm like, I want to do something new. I want to do something different. I want to do something that I've never done before. And it's the same with Benji, and here we
exactly.
are. We're here doing this
Yep.
podcast.
It's like, yeah, I went to Johnny. Believe it or not, I am not shy. I can talk the back legs off a donkey. But
Yes, he can.
because this is all new, me and Johnny, we end up on phone calls together. We say, "Oh, we'll phone for 5 minutes." 3 hours later, we're still on the phone talking because
Yeah.
we just jump from conversation to conversation, and I can just talk the back legs off a donkey, and I don't shut up sometimes.
I'm sure that was Sophie Kasai's intro in Geordie Shore. She's like, "I'll talk the back
Off a
legs of a donkey."
donkey.
That was
Yeah,
her
he
thing on
does.
Geordie Shore.
My mum used
Shout
to
out to
say that.
Sophie Kasai, by the way.
I like Sophie Kasai. She's in the media. Well, she used to be. I don't know about now. I don't follow her. But
She's having a baby with Jordan now,
from
yes.
Towie,
Harry and Geordie Shore, yeah, they both go on both those shows, and
really?
yeah, they've been advocating a lot about, she's just
Yeah.
she's just recently got pregnant, and she's been through a lot of IVF, and
I thought it was like that.
they've
Yeah.
went through a lot together, definitely. So very happy, and anyone that goes through anything like that, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry that you're going through that, and I hope
Exactly.
whatever you're going through, that things will work in your favor in the end, and you'll get the best result you can get.
Exactly. Are they main characters in the shows? Like,
Yeah. Well, Sophie
because
Kasai is an OG on Geordie Shore, and
yeah.
Jordan Brooks has been on Towie for a long time, like for a few years now.
So
See, this is what I mean. This is reality TV talk already. First podcast we've already mentioned about reality TV. There we go.
So when she goes on to Towie, is she classed as a main
Cast member.
cast member?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, I
same
would
when
say
he
so.
goes on Geordie Shore OG or whatever it's called now.
Yeah, he's a main cast member on there. Yeah, they both
Oh,
are on each of their
that's
shows.
That's good. I want to know because obviously the trailers for Geordie Shore OG are because I don't watch Geordie Shore anymore. I want to know who Ricky Ganasio was talking about because I don't have a clue because I don't know what's going on because I don't watch it.
James, the OG James from Geordie
James
Shore. I think it's aimed at him.
Is it Tyndale? Is that his surname?
Tyndale.
Something like that.
I feel like we're going a bit off topic, but this is something this is why our podcast is named The Long Way Round with J&B, because this will happen, guys. Just to give you the heads up, this will happen. Like you said, we go from one conversation to the next, to the next, to the next, and it just goes, and that's what you want to see. Yeah, exactly. It won't stop, and we want to cover as many episodes as we can. We want to make a series for this. We want to, if it goes well, we want to keep making more of these, and it's going to be great. It's going to be so good.
How we came up with the Long Way Round name was because, and then it was going to be the initials the other way round, but we couldn't do that because what does it spell?
ChatGPT. Thank you to ChatGPT for the name.
Yep, ChatGPT came up with it, but we were going down on a form. We were going down the list of names, and then as soon as I can't remember whose one it came up on, but as soon as it came up, we were both like, "Yep," because we're both. Johnny's got autism. I've got ADHD. We go round the houses of it all. So that's where the name came from.
Yes.
And then I've explained that part, so that doesn't. Yeah.
I'm also waiting on the waiting list for ADHD myself, funnily enough.
Yeah.
I do suffer with mental health conditions like anxiety, severe anxiety, depression, PTSD a little bit, and other things, which again, I don't want to bring those things up right now, because this is meant to be a nice, gentle breeze podcast. I feel like I could go into so many different areas and cover so many things with that, but again, that'll be another topic for another podcast.
Same here.
But I love the name, The Long Way Round.
I want to talk, but I don't want to give too much away, if that makes sense.
No, it does. I agree. I feel like we're going to be naturals, though, Benji. I feel like we've done our first 20 minutes.
Well, I can talk.
starting to settle in a little bit now. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm surprised I haven't had any alcohol to do this because, like, normally if I was doing something like this, I would need a drink or two to just calm and cool down. And no,
No,
I'm completely sober.
I'm completely, well, I don't drink, so I'm completely sober anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not that nervous anymore though, because because I've got used to the camera being there. I can, um, I'm used to it now.
And we'll have our mics out, we'll have all the gear, don't yous worry, like, you'll be thinking, "What are they doing?" Like, if you're watching us, you'll be wondering, "Why have they not got their microphone and
Yeah,
everything else?" It's because 'cause
um,
we're on our phones, our laptops are currently getting, worked on and getting fixed and everything else,
yeah,
and, we'll have all the headset on, the
the
microphone
air
out,
thing.
speakers on. Yeah, all that. So it's going to be looking more professional as we go on. But because it's the first couple of episodes, we just want to introduce ourselves again and just kind of give a little bit of ourselves out. We don't want to
Yeah,
say too much right away just because we want to make this a long thing, a long
yeah,
series. We don't want to spill too much tea right now. Um,
definitely not.
but, like, I feel we've got this because between the two of us, we are both big chatters, but we also love listening to each other as well. We're a good duo, as I said, we're a nice team. It's such a lovely environment. Like, Benji makes me feel comfortable, and that takes a lot
Yeah,
for someone to make me comfortable because of
yeah,
how I
same here.
am. I can be very unsettled. I can be very on edge about slightest of things, and I think that's due to my autism and my dyslexia and things and my mental health. But at the same time, it's also just because, like, I'm quite an anxious person naturally anyway, so I get very nervous very easily, but Benji makes me feel very relaxed, very at ease, and it's just nice to be able to be ourselves, authentically ourselves on this. And it's
Yeah,
just like being on the phone to a friend. It's like
yeah,
being on a video call to your best friend. Like
yeah,
that's the vibe it's giving me right now. This is how I'm feeling right now. I feel really good about this. I'm excited. Like I've said numerous times, you'll be thinking, "Oh God, Johnny, why do you keep saying that?" But it's true. Like I just want that to be emphasized. I want you to realize that, like, this is real. This is our lives. This is what we've gone through. Like, as an adult, I still struggle with certain day-to-day life tasks. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. Just sometimes even just get out of bed at times and certain times of the day can be very
yeah,
challenging and stuff.
absolutely.
So don't ever feel alone, everyone that's listening or watching to this. Like if you're on audio and you just want to listen to this, that's perfectly fine as well because we're not just doing this on video as well. This will also be recorded so you guys can hear us as well. So if you're out for a run, you're out walking the dog, or you're going on a cycle, you're walking somewhere, or like if you're on the bus or like public transport or something, like you can listen to this as well, and it's free and it's not going to cost anything, and
Not at all.
you will love it. Trust me, you will absolutely love it.
We will rock and roll. We're gonna smash
Rock
it
and
out
roll,
the.
baby.
We're gonna smash it out the park. Sorry if you can hear me playing with this. Um,
No, it's all good.
I just,
They want to
I
know everything. They want to know everything that
when
we've
I'm
gone
nervous,
through,
I'd
what
be.
we do.
If I wasn't having this in my hand, um, I would be looking while Johnny's speaking because I've got short attention span. While Johnny's speaking, I
Me
would be like looking around the room or looking. I'd see something in the cactus. Obviously, I could see what's behind me. I would see some. I would find something to look at, and then I'd be staring and having a staring fit into this whatever, and it would look rude as a co-host to be not talk to be like, oh, what's that? It's a flower type of thing.
I can buy myself flowers.
In the
I
pouring
just thought of
rain.
that when when you were saying flowers. That's what came into my head.
It's because
Yeah,
when I looked that way, I could see a flower on my curtain, so that was the first thing that came to my head. Flowers.
love that. But yeah, like ultimately, what was I gonna say? There's gonna be times where I have little blanks. This is another thing that I'll probably do sometimes. I'll think of something when lovely Benji's talking to you guys or to me or whoever, and I'll be thinking to myself, "Ah, yeah, that goes with this." But then I'll sometimes be like, "Oh, no," I'm trying not
Well,
to swear either. I don't know if you guys will like if we could swear on here or not. Like, if you guys don't mind us swearing on here, tell us, comment
Yeah,
this, let us know like what age
exactly.
you are, so we know if there are younger people listening or watching this. Like, we don't want to offend anybody. We don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable while listening or watching this
Exactly.
either. Um, so yeah, just keep us like, if
Yeah,
you want to contact us, our details will be there as well. We've got an Instagram page, we have a TikTok page. Both all this will be under The Long Way Round with J&B. It'll all be the videos will be
yeah,
on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
yeah. And Spotify and Apple Music and maybe audio if I can get it onto audio.
Everywhere and anywhere
Yep,
where that'll have us.
yep, exactly. Anywhere that will
Not
say
like
have it.
that, not like that, but
No,
yeah.
hardly.
If you know, you
My
know.
my slut era's gone, long gone. We're at 28 minutes
Yeah.
now.
I can't believe we've already nearly covered half an hour already.
I know that's mad.
But like,
That's gone well quick.
it has. You just don't realize how quick these go, and
No,
I think that's the beauty of it all. I'm At this point, I'm not even looking at the time. I'm just
no,
chatting away.
I'm not. It's
Just
because I've got the timer because obviously I'm facing my phone. I've got the
yeah,
timer butts up there, and then every like 4 minutes or something, it puts a 10-second timer on for me. I don't know why it's gone off again. And so that because it comes flashing up, it distracts me. So I'm like, that's how I know how long we're on for because of that timer.
yeah,
I think every 10 seconds it records snippets of it, but that
stuff
bit
it.
doesn't need to go in, but I'm just randomly
Yeah,
chatting shit.
no, it's all good. That's what we do. We chat shit. We talk a long way
Yep,
around things. We come up with like a lot of different chats, a lot of different conversations, but we'll always in the end work our way around it, long way around.
yep,
We get there, and it's just going to be a fascinating podcast. It's going to be something different. That this is going to sound
yep.
cliche as ever, and you've probably heard this a million times, but I can't stress this enough. If you've not seen this amazing man here, he does the best crocheting. He loves his drag. He'll be
Oh,
talking a
yeah.
lot about all of that too. There'll be a lot of different interests
Yep,
that he has that I have that will be featured on these podcasts.
most
That will
definitely.
be I'll be learning stuff as well as I go. Benji will be learning stuff as he goes. And I'll be talking lots about, I work a lot, I drive a lot, I love listening to music in my car, and I just I'm really great for like TikTok and social media. I
I
love
don't
my
think
social
social media.
media.
I
I'm
don't think
hooked to
social.
it.
I don't like. Well, I've got it. I've got them, but I don't really use them.
Yeah.
They're
You're not
there.
like me. You're not
No,
24/7. Like
no. I
maybe
would
I'm
rather.
exaggerating a little bit, but
I'd rather be sitting there doing some crochet crafting because, as people who've got ADHD know, you can't have one hobby. You've got to have everything,
loads,
and then
yes.
you end up with loads of stuff, and
You're so
then
creative, Benji. You're so creative. You're such an amazing
I've
creative,
got a
like,
creative mind,
creator.
but
You are.
when it's weird because I think of these ideas all the time, and then when I go to do it, it doesn't manifest into anything, or it sits there for months, just sitting there on the back burner doing nothing, like, and yeah, like the
That's the
project.
best way, though.
Yep, exactly,
It,
like the
sh- it
craft.
shows it shows you've got a lot of ideas. You've got a lot of creativity. You've got a lot of, what do you call it, interests. You've got a lot
Yep.
of different aspects to your personality, which people will also get to see and hear a lot of as well during these
Oh,
episodes. So,
my facial expressions, they're on point. Like sometimes I'm like dead stone, so like resting bitch face, whatever you want to say. But then other
yes,
times I'm like my I don't need to say anything because my facial expressions will tell you exactly how I feel. And if I didn't like someone, um, they they would know just by my looks and my demeanor around them. It's not like I don't dislike anyone, but you know what I mean. You know when you get a vibe off someone, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're like, nope, and you're like, bye, and off you
Girl,
go.
bye. Girl, bye. See you later. Bye,
Bye.
Felicia. That type of
Ah,
vibe.
Um,
Are you there, Benji? You cut off there. Good. Because, like, technical difficulties will be another issue, I think, because
n-
I
uh,
feel like, I don't know if I've been causing technical difficulties or you have,
we both
but
have, I think, because I've a few times picked up your voice has gone robotic for me, and then I don't know what I don't know. I thought I was still there, and you weren't, and we were both just sat there in silence, like,
no, that'll be one thing that will not happen. There's not any silences. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than an awkward silence. Not that the
no,
silences are awkward, by the way. Can I just add
yeah,
that in?
exactly.
But silence when you're neurodivergent are not a good combination. Like
No,
the two
you
do not go together at
no,
all.
you can't like. Even if me and Johnny are doing our own on call and we're doing our separate thing, occasionally both me or Johnny, if there's nothing said, we'll start randomly singing or randomly doing something because you cannot stand the silence. You have to fill the gap.
Yeah, I agree. I
And
agree. There's
I
times where Benji will go silent on me on video call. We've been on the call for 2, 3 hours. There'll be a lot of chit chatter. We'll be talking so much. And then I've missed like so many Snapchats or
yeah,
I've missed so many notifications on my phone. So anytime anything happens like that, I'll either start singing randomly, as you said, or I'll literally go and check my phone and reply back to people
yeah,
and whatever else. Or if
exactly.
he's away doing something or like away busy doing something else, I'll then make sure I've got something else to do because
Yeah,
there's nothing
I
worse
have
than
I have to
just
do that as
standing there,
well.
sitting there, doing nothing.
Exactly, because it's just like in your head, you're thinking, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? I'm weird, or because we're having. Well, we're not. I'm not saying we don't have weird conversations. Like everyone does have weird
Some of
conversations.
them, some conversations are weird, but then the best people, the best things are weird
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly that.
We embrace people that are different, people that are unique. We embrace people that are the underdog. We like an
Yeah,
underdog. We like people who, have something there, but they just don't have the confidence. Like I suffer with
yeah,
confidence. I've got low self-esteem, low self-confidence in myself, low self-worth.
yeah,
Something that I'm getting a lot of
yeah,
help with. I'm seeing therapy for that. I've been going to see therapy for years on about that. And like, I always feel like I see people on different shows like podcasts or TikTok lives or whatever I go on. And I always want to root for the ones that don't have that many people in.
hmm
I love seeing
yeah,
new people start
exactly.
something and I love watching them grow and progress and get more confident and
Yeah,
build their self-esteem up. I love when people essentially like cliches I've said before, but I like to see a journey with somebody's like progression in their life, and
yeah,
I love
exactly.
watching someone grow and develop. And um, yeah, I think it's such a powerful thing to see someone that starts off really young and then you go on and see them do so amazing afterwards. I think that's
Yeah,
something that I really love to see with different creators and stuff.
most definitely. I believe that you should build people up, not knock them down. It's about building people's confidence, even if it is not that I dislike many people, but even if I dislike someone or they've annoyed me, I would still try and build their confidence up rather than go, oh, I don't like you like I used to. I used to have no filter and stuff. And I was like, people would say to me, you're brutal. I'm like, I don't, because in my head, I'm not saying anything wrong or the way I deliver it can come off as wrong. And I'm like, I don't see that. I just see, well, I'm just being me. And you
Yeah.
like me for me. And then I go and say something that you would deem as offensive when in my head it's not.
Yeah. Perception is so important in all
Yeah,
aspects of life. I feel like people can misunderstand people so easily, especially when it comes to when you're sending a message to somebody. No one can really get like the tone of someone's message just by
no,
someone typing words on a screen.
no,
like,
exactly that.
when you're especially when you have dyslexia like I do, and, like, those that have obviously got, like, dyspraxia, dyslexia, and things, like, they can relate
Dyspraxia.
to this as well. Um, people can misunderstand what you're trying to do and what you're like, the way you maybe see things is different to how someone else does, and
Black and
do you
white.
know what? That's perfectly okay, like, that's quite
Yeah,
common, like, that will happen,
yeah,
and it's just about how you then respond and react to that scenario or that situation that to me, that then shows and determines, like, how you then approach other stuff, and I always try and go in with a positive mindset. I always try and, be I don't know, I try and explain things, but sometimes I can over-explain things
over-explain it.
to the point where, like, with the
You've
the name of
lost
this podcast, you go around the whole
you,
long way round this whole, like, expedition, you wanna call it, and then you come out the other end, and it's like,
and they're like,
"Do you
"Oh,
know
was
what?
that it?"
Was that it? Is that what
Yeah,
was said? Is that like, it's,
yeah,
aye, it's fascinating, honestly. It's wild, but you get used to it after a
yeah.
while, you know?
You get used to us just rambling on, like, sometimes we will just ramble because
I love rambling on, it's one of my
yeah,
favorite things to do.
and then other times you get frustrated with yourself because you ramble too much. Do you find that? If you
Yeah,
ramble
you
too much,
overthink that much in your brain. You've got so many intrusive thoughts in your head going on all at once. You're trying to, tell people what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and it's not coming out right. You're saying
nope,
one thing and another thing's happening to you, and you're getting all like puzzled and it's all jumbling in your head and you're rambling on as we've just said. And it's like, like what's going on
not
here?
yet. Like, I know that if, say now I've been out to town or what, I don't mean on a night out, um, like just out to town to get something, I've then got to come home and I've got to get into bed, not go to sleep, but to decompress because I'm too overwhelmed with the outside world. If I had a choice, I would not go anywhere apart from you have to go shopping, but I would literally
Yeah,
would not leave my house. If I had the choice, I wouldn't.
yeah,
I wouldn't interact online. I would interact with people, but socially,
yeah.
I wouldn't interact because I just find it too much. Like if there's more than three people around, even if I'm going to somebody's house and their family's there, even though the other people could be upstairs or whatever, if there's over five of us there, I'm like, I find it too much and I have to get away. And like
100%.
when I go shopping and stuff like that, obviously I go to the same shops, so um, I know
Yeah.
where everything is. But if I was to go somewhere new, I'm like always looking for the nearest escape route,
Mhm.
and I'll either when I'm shopping, I'll either take my time and or I go in, get what I need, and go straight back out. There's no middle ground. I can't leisurely
Mhm.
take it. I take either too long or I take too short of a time.
Definitely. I can second that 100%. But I do love traveling. That's another hobby of
Yeah.
mine that we'll cover a lot of as well. I've visited so many different countries over the years. Like, when I was younger, I used to go on some fantastic holidays. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some of the best times of my life have been traveling abroad and going on these amazing holidays. I've traveled around Europe, I've traveled Africa, I've been to
Wow.
America. So I've been to at least 4 continents, I'd like to say.
Wow.
I mean, the UK, I mean, we're not in Europe anymore, but I would still
Yeah.
class UK as being in
Yeah,
Europe
I do
technically.
too.
But again, that's another topic for another day. But yeah, like traveling, I mean, I'm like the same as you though, in the sense of if I'm somewhere new and I'm not aware of it and I didn't plan to go to that place and
Yeah,
I end up somehow getting somewhere that I've never been before, whether it's like, I've gone out with like a friend or if I'm going out with my mom per se or,
yeah,
whatever, right? Unless I know somewhere or I feel like I know where my exit is, like anxiety can creep in very fast.
Yeah.
It's very intense. My mind can go into so many different places at once. You just
Yeah.
cannot
And you're sweating
find
like a
you
bugger.
want to me, I need to be safe. I need to be
Yeah.
secure. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Like my home is my safe place.
Yeah.
My safe spot is with my partner at my home. I'm comfy. This is something I also advocate for is people. I feel like people put too much pressure on themselves. And when you put pressure on yourself, that also can set red flags that can be very
Yeah.
alarming, very distressful. And that's something that we need to learn to chill more,
That's
chill
true.
out more, relax, just take a deep breath, one thing at a time, like just rationalize things better. Like, I know I can't really speak because I've just talked about, like how my head
Yeah.
works when I get into that bad state of mind. But when you're in a good state of mind, chilling is like the best thing is being at home in your comfort, being in your safe space, your safe spot, and I feel like that's something that people should take for granted. Like, should
Yeah.
you should appreciate it more and
Yeah.
don't like
Exactly.
take that for granted. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Life's too short. We only live once.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to say. But Ben, see, this is why I've got this. This is why my lovely friend Benji's with me because I couldn't do this. Like I was saying before we started this video, this episode, this first episode podcast we're doing right now, I said that to Benji. I was like, there's no way I could do this on my own. I'm so happy that me and him are doing this together
Yeah.
as a two, and we're going to have so much to talk about as we've already talked a lot already. And I feel like for this episode, I think we're coming to like the end of our
Yeah.
our introduction. I think we've
We are
covered
indeed.
a lot already, so there's a lot more to come.
Even though we've been talking absolute, um,
That's what
like
happens.
it's like we're just on a video call. I feel like now that I'm used to the camera and everything, I'm like, I feel like I'm just on a video call and we're just recapping our friendship and
Yeah,
what our values and what we stand for and stuff
yeah, I
like that.
agree. 100%. I feel as if this is gonna be a great thing we're doing. I feel
Yep.
like this could go somewhere very good if
Yep.
this was completely spontaneous as well. Yes, we planned to do this podcast together. Yes, we planned to, record and do this and that, but we haven't got a script. We're literally just talking. This is our heads and our hearts
There,
talking. We're not
we
I
haven't
mean,
followed it.
there's tiny little like bullet points, like little bits of, we'll maybe cover this, we'll maybe talk about this,
Yeah,
but generally speaking, like
this is off
a
the
lot of what you've heard
is
has
off the cuff.
been from exactly. Our heart and our heads have
Yep,
said this. And
because
I'm really
we
proud of you, Benji. I'm proud of us. Like,
me
look at
too.
us. I'm proud of
Because
you. Hugs, virtual hugs.
me and you, we were like earlier, not earlier, yesterday, we hadn't even planned, we hadn't even discussed when we were going to record. And then Johnny messaged me last night and, or I messaged Johnny, I don't know. And then Johnny said,
No, that's not what happened. I messaged you like a week ago, and I have been. You've not responded to me for the last 4 days.
yeah,
It
I
only took to yesterday for you to message me back,
grew. And then,
or 2 days
today,
ago.
and then it's Monday, I think. No, Sunday you messaged me and I replied yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
And then only today had we confirmed that we were going to actually make the episode today.
In fairness, we always agreed it was going to be every video we record most of the time, unless we have guests on or anything like that.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we will record on Wednesdays, and either that Friday or the following Friday, it will be posted on, our socials. Like I've said, make sure you subscribe to our Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, and that's where and all the other platforms that we're going to use as well.
Yep,
You'll see a lot more coming from us.
exactly. I was going to say something. My mind's gone completely blank.
I just want to thank you as well, Benji, and thank you to the
Thank you,
audience and
Johnny.
anyone who watches this and listens to this podcast. We're really excited to show you what we're all about, what we're all, trying to achieve on here is just a
Yep,
bit of, a distraction for people that are struggling or just for people to have something to listen to that are bored and,
exactly.
just want something to keep their mind distracted. Like, this is a great thing for people to have. So
Yeah, exactly. Because we're just happy people.
we're just the best. We're
We're the
awesome.
best. That's a Leo trait. It makes us think that we're
Oh,
better than we
yeah.
are.
I'm a Leo, by the way. Yes.
So am I.
Forgot to say that. We're Leos. We're both Leos. That's something we
Yeah,
have in common as well.
I mentioned it at
Yeah.
the start, but you obviously didn't pick up on it.
I didn't
Where
know. Like, I
I
was
said,
just
"Oh,
trying to
we're both
explain my age
Leos."
and where I was from.
When we were going through this bit doesn't need to go in, but when we were going through the how we know each other, that
Yeah.
I said we're both Leos was the last thing he said.
Well, that must have caught out with my end then, because I never heard you say that.
Yeah, yeah, because I was talking, and that's why on my end it went silent because I was waiting for your comeback, and it
Come
went
back. What
silent.
date this is? This is not an argument. We're not having an argument, are we?
No, of course not.
There's no comebacks.
No, you know what I mean. Like I was
Yeah,
waiting for you to say
response.
something
Yeah,
back,
response.
but yeah,
Yeah.
response. That's the word. 50 minutes we've been doing it now.
Don't take this out. I want all this to be on it. I don't
Yeah,
care. Like, this is
I know.
what they want to hear. This is the
Yeah,
fun. This is what we talk about behind the scenes. Like, they get to see a little bit of this as well. And
yeah,
nah, keep it all in, Benji. What have we got to hide? I've got nothing to
yeah.
hide. I'm
I've
very
got nothing
open.
to hide at
I
all.
I want everyone to know who we are, and I want this
Yeah,
to be advocated and seen
yeah.
to by as many people as we can that want to listen and watch
Any
us.
millionaires want to come and make us rich? Feel free. I'm joking.
Yes,
Um,
and get us a little holiday away as well. That'd be
yeah,
nice.
Johnny's got a partner, so 3 tickets first class to Dubai, please, for a month, and spending money. Thank you.
Yes, perfect.
That
Well,
comes in
thank
my way.
you,
Thank you very much.
Dandy. Thank you so much. This has been fun, and I'm
It
excited
has
to
been.
do this again with you. And for
And you.
everyone that's watching and listening, thank you as well.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, guys.
Thank
I
you,
might saying
guys.
goodbye. I'll be saying goodbye.
Yeah, we'll say goodbye.
There's my turkey side coming up. Bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Much love.
Love you guys. Thank you for